Good day, ladies and gentlemen, to the company update of Endeavour Silver on Commodity TV. Silver is breathing and gets ready for the next move to $41 in 2025. We are bullish for the metal and producers like Endeavour Silver. The company gave an update on their Pitarrilla project, which is the future of the company after 2030 and will make them then a plus 20 million ounce silver producer per annum. They just did a board deal for $73 million, which finances the project, to our understanding, into the project financing level. We call this positive dilution, as it will generate lots of value in the future and takes out a lot of risk from the development of this great project into production. Engineering firms have been retained to commence technical studies for the basis of a future economic study. Since acquiring the Pitarrilla project in July 2022, Endeavour Silver has relocked historical drill core to further understand the geology and mineralization controls of the deposit. Priority has been focused on identifying and defining numerous high-grade feeder structures that are interpreted to be the source of the silver, lead and zinc sulfide mineralization, and that extend through the high-grade manto originally identified by SSR Mining. The project has 694 million ounces silver equivalent in the measured and indicated resources, plus 151 million ounces in the inferred category. This makes it one of the largest silver resources in the world, which will be lifted in the next 5 to 6 years by Endeavour Silver. The company has refurbished an existing underground ramp and extended it over 1.3 kilometers. The ramp has been developed through the projected feeder structures, and crosscuts have been made for drill stations to further interpret and test the high-grade zones and its feeder structures with core drilling at various angles, and it lies directly above the manto. This work confirmed management interpretation and identified at least 4 structures that extend through the manto: Palmito vein, the Dana vein, Victoria and the Casablancas vein. During development of the ramp, additional mineralized structures were also identified, including the Norma vein, Dana hanging wall vein and Pena dike. Further work and interpretation are required to understand the significance and extent of these additional structures. In the ramp, the Pena dike is the thickest structure, with channel samples averaging 4.5 to 4.7 meters in width, oriented near perpendicular to the strike. Since August, the company completed 9 diamond drill holes, 6 from surface and 3 from underground drill stations. All holes successfully intersected the targeted mineralization, supporting management's geological interpretation and the potential of underground bulk tonnage mining. The combined favorable grades, strike lengths, vertical extent and vein proximity, along with the manto size and continuity, make the deposit attractive for underground bulk mining, said Don Gray, the Chief Operating Officer of Endeavour Silver. And he continued, "Our exploration team's careful attention while relogging the historic drill results provided an alternative geologic model. Not only are ongoing drilling and underground development work confirming this model, but they are also validating our original decision to acquire Pitarrilla. We are quite confident Pitarrilla will create significant shareholder value and prove to be Endeavour's next cornerstone asset," said Don Gray, the COO. The company is also pleased to announce that SGS Canada, SGS Bateman, JDS Energy and Mining, T Engineering, Stantec and SRK Consulting have been retained to begin preliminary work on the project. This work will include the metallurgical testing program with a comprehensive review of historical test data, flowsheet evaluation, mine design, rock mechanics evaluation, backfill testing and design, hydrology investigations and tailings storage facility design. The work will build on the SSR Mining's extensive previous work and will be used to advance the project to the development stage, forming the basis for an economic study by the end of 2025. Pitarrilla is a large, undeveloped silver, lead and zinc project located 160 kilometers north of Durango City in northern Mexico. The project is within the municipality of Santa Maria del Oro and Inde on the eastern flank of the Sierra Madre Occidental mountain range. The property comprises 4,950 hectares across 5 concessions and has significant infrastructure in place with direct access to utilities. A significant resource has been defined with over 225,000 meters of exploration drilling incurred to date. A number of key permits are already in place for underground mining and development, including permits for water use and discharge, general use of explosives, change of use of soils, as well as underground mining and development, which are permitted under an environmental impact statement. The Q3 numbers 2024 were, as expected, lower and production decreased in August and September due to a transient failure of the primary ball mill at the Guanaceví mine. Q3 2024 production was 874,717 silver ounces and almost 9,300 ounces of gold for a silver equivalent production of 1.6 million ounces. Despite lower production, higher prices helped, and the company had strong revenues of $53.4 million from the sale of over 1 million and almost 18,000 ounces of silver and over 9,412 ounces of gold at average realized prices of $29.63 per ounce of silver and $2,528 per ounce of gold. The mine operating cash flow was $19.6 million flow before taxes, compared to $10.6 million in Q3 2023 and operating cash flow before working capital changes of $4.5 million compared to $3.3 million last year in Q3. They recognize an adjusted income of $1.6 million or earnings of 1 cent per share after excluding loss on derivative contracts, mark-to-market deferred share units, unrealized foreign exchange and investment losses. The balance sheet is healthy with a cash position of $54.9 million and working capital of over $29.4 million. During the third quarter of 2024, the company completed drawdowns of $25 million from the senior secured debt facility. Subsequent to the end of Q3, the company completed a final drawdown of $35 million for the construction of the Pitarrila mine, which is fully on schedule and at 77% completion. The overall project progress reached, as we said, 77% completion, with more than $258 million of the project's budget spent to date. Project commitments total $270 million, which is 99% of the $271 million capital budget, and remains on track for commissioning near the end of Q4 2024, meaning the next 4 weeks. The consolidated cash costs per silver ounce net of byproduct credits is $11.35 per silver ounce, a 37% decrease compared with $17.94 per silver ounce in Q3 last year, driven by a 39% increase in byproduct gold sales, partially offset by a 24% decrease in silver ounces produced. The all-in sustaining costs, the AISC, decreased by 14% to $25.51 per silver ounce compared to Q3 last year, due to the lower cash costs as noted above and reduced sustaining capital expenditures, partially offset by higher general and administrative costs. All is on track despite the problems at Guanaceví, which shall be solved the next 4 weeks. More important is Pitarrila mine construction on track and start hopefully successful before Christmas or in January 2025. This will change then the cost structure of the company during 2025 and 2026 dramatically. We expect the AISC to go down to $14 to $15 per ounce silver equivalent produced. Maybe lower. Let's see. The silver price looks good and the long-term chart shows a fantastic cup and handle formation. When the year-end closing is above $32, $33, we think there's room for much higher silver prices in 2025. The next targets are $41, then the old high at $50 and then $61 per ounce of silver. If the 61 will be reached next year, we will see, but we believe 2026 should work for sure. Endeavour Silver shares next price target is $9.5 Canadian, followed by $13.50 Canadian. Time to have a look at it. You find all information also on our Commodity TV app in German and English, plus all about commodities. We are happy for a like, but more important, please subscribe to our TV channels. Please note the following disclaimer. The share discussed is part of the SRC Mining Special Situation Certificate and I'm a shareholder. Thanks for watching us and bye-bye from Switzerland.